Now, the first 5 episode premiere of the Day of the Jackal was really interesting. We got right into the story, and episode 6 is bonkers and insane and crazy. Now, the UK version, they released it a week before. In Peacock, it's released a week later, so we're kind of a week behind. And so far, so forth. When you see an episode review come up from me, they're already on the next episode, so it's really hard to manage everything. But we see that the Jackal is taken prisoner by a farmer. He kind of attempts to negotiate his release, but in a way, kind of, when he fails, he kills the farmer, does everything else. But then he calls his wife to confess that he might not come home at all, in a way. And the dynamic of seeing his family life compared to Bianca's family life is really good in an interesting way, where you see things happening and it's like, what can happen? What can really happen? But then it's interesting because you see the aspect of the next target, what's going on and what's happening. And when kind of Bianca's team and Bianca hear that this happened to the farmers, they investigate. They want to know what's going on, what's happening. Like I said, I still don't like the character that Lashana Lynch plays. Nothing against her. She's a fine actress. She does really well in the things that she's been in already. But just this character doesn't feel like it fits the mold for her at all. I feel like the male aspect of a male character going after the Jackal would have been a little bit better, but I understand with the times they have to rejuvenate and re-update and do things like that. And also we see that arriving back in Budapest, there's an international manhunt for the Jackal, which is mind-blowing because it's just something you don't really see like that. And it's just like, okay. And basically the Jackal kills his hostage and kind of releases him, but then in a way kills him, which is really interesting. But also we see that his wife arrives in the city and helps the Jackal kind of disguise himself as a wheelchair-bound old man to get through customs. So we see that she's actually helping him, and it's like, even though he knows that she knows that what he does. So it's like, okay. But then as he gets through customs, we're all fine. I mean, for the whole aspect of the 45-minute plus episode this is, it's really interesting because it ends in a way where he sits behind Bianca on the flight. Yeah, on the flight. Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay. And upon his arrival to where he is and where he's doing his job, we see the Jackal kind of lure someone and seduces someone who he previously met. And it's like, oh, okay, the character went in that direction, something that I didn't think of what happened, but it gave it a little interesting flair to the character. So far, this series has been really good. Very well written, very well paced, and it's like, okay, the dominoes are falling in the right way with certain things, and it's like, how is he going to get out of this one way? You see things happening another way. It's just really fun. This is based on the novel of the same name by Frederick Forsyth, based on the 1973 film of that name, of The Day of the Jackal, but then also a loose remake in 1997 with Richard Gere and Bruce Willis called The Jackal, which I've stated in my episodes 1 through 5 review. I love how the show's written. I like the pacing. Not much action, really not much action, but it's one of those political thriller espionage films, I want to say, in a way, where you're focused on one character and it just keeps going and it's like, oh, that happened. And it's like, leaves it wide open and makes you, oh, okay. This episode will leave your jaw dropped to the floor just the way it ends, which I didn't expect, but the Jackal has to do what he has to do in order to trust someone. And he always is a step ahead, even though it's 2 episodes ago. He's always 1 or 2, 3, 4 steps ahead before anything happens. And the Easter eggs are there. There's flashbacks of what's going on, what's happening. This is a full 10 episode season, I want to say, or for the first season, what it is. And it's a weekly release. And the thing is that the UK gets it first. Peacock gets it the following week. So when you see my reviews not kind of focusing with the same thing, it's because I'm a week behind. Just wait. The reviews will come out. But it's a fun thing and I absolutely love it. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 6 of The Day of the Jackal. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the episode? Did you like how long it was? What do you think about the craziness that's happening, ensuing? Did you expect that ending? Because I didn't expect it at all. And what do you think is going to happen in the last remaining episodes? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And yes, I know this was a shorter review than my first 5-episode review, but that's what's going to be like. I'm Mr. Filmstock. I'll see you all in the next review video, and be sure you tune in next week to my episode 7 review of The Day of the Jackal.